What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the beautiful Cardboard Pub, and it's episode 78 of Crafts and Cards. A little different music this week than the last couple. Decided to go just a little different, and if you recognize it, let me know down below. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Might notice him from NBC these days, but I'll leave it at that. So, one of those from the way back that before I had kids that I used to listen to occasionally. So, little different episode than last week. Music, cards, beer, vastly different than last week. So, as always, let's start with our beer. And our beer this week is called Spirit Fowl. And Spirit Fowl is an IPA. It's a collaboration between Fair State Brewing and Modern Times Beer, a couple of Minnesota breweries up in the cities. It's a 6.2 ABV, and on the can they describe it as a hazy IPA brewed with Strata, Citra, and Mosaic hops, super juicy, tropical, and dank. So let's go ahead and open it up and see how it pours this week. Got the flying monkey glass back. Pour it up here. You can see it's going to be a much lighter beer than last week. Last several weeks, actually. We're going to leave it at that. Put it back here so you can see that. Kind of a funky can, but definitely smell the citrus. You get a little bit of the floral. The dank will come in the taste. So, cheers. Oh, gotta do my light test. Not quite, it's that hazy. They're not kidding when they say hazy, it is. Really good beer. So, we'll put that off to the side. Now, the cards in the back, slightly different. You can see they're not in their usual container. And I don't know, you always hear those stories about cards found in a cigar box. Well, here's one of my cigar boxes, and it's a William Penn. It's a Boy cigarette. See if I can lift that so you can see it. Kind of see the cigars there on the top. It's held on by a very small piece of the. Let's see if I can do this. There you can kind of see the top of it, but it's just about ready to fall off. I have a wide variety. I don't think I've used these previous, but I may have. If I did, apologize now. We're going to start off with some 85 tops. And didn't look through them, just grabbed it, thought this would be fun. So here's a Junior Ortiz. Nice corner. As you can see, that's what happens when they're in a cigar box. Dave Stapleton. We won't go all through all these. Let's see. X-Royal, or not, yep, X-Royal at this time. Atlee Hammaker. George Orta played a pretty big part in the Royals 85 World Series win that year. Go see Game 6. Don Denkinger and the guys. Here we have a 82 Donruss Paul Splittorff. 81 UL Washington with the toothpick in his mouth. You can kind of see that there in the corner of his mouth. Was known, he played that way all the time. Played with the toothpick in his mouth. Here's a little George Brett action in the championship series. And record breaker Willie Wilson. Most at-bats in a season. A bunch of Royals here. I'm going to skip those. Oh, this is actually, I'll show this one. This is, this one. This is Rini Martin. He's a good friend of my cousin Dan's. They both appeared on their rookie card together. 80 tops. It's a Dennis Martinez. 82 Donruss. Let's see, a bunch of Indians. Oh, was supposed to be a really big thing. Mr. Joe Charbonneau was a monster prospect back in the day. Dwayne Kuiper on the Fleer. Ugly ass cards. Not going to say anything about Dwayne, but the cards are terrible. The backs are better looking than the fronts. Let's see, who else can we come up with? Oh, here we go. Here's a Yankee, Mr. Tommy John. Not just a Yankee, but here on this card in 82. Tommy John's one of those guys, and I know I've probably told this story before. For some reason, I think I just told it a few weeks ago, but it seems like I did. He was a pitching coach for whatever team, AAA, and we were down in Des Moines. They were down in Des Moines. The guy that does the sports prints, we went to try to get his autograph, and we got about it. We were some of the first people in the stadium, headed right down to their bullpen because we saw he was there. And we got about a section and a half away, and he screams out, "I ain't signing!" He had a towel over his head, looked like he was hungover to beat all hell. So, needless to say, we did not get Mr. John's autograph that day. Here's a Vaughn Hayes and Chris Bando rookie card to go along with Tom Brennan. Back to some 85 tops. Here's a Charlie Huff, the old knuckleballer. Let's see. The Bull, Greg Luzinski with the Pale Hosers. Oh, man. Another great Royals pitcher, Dennis Leonard. Oh, man. Not much else in this pile. Oh, here we go. There's an all-star of Rick Sutcliffe. And then a Mr. Frank Tanana. Also another great TTM signer if you're interested. Used to be, I guess it's been a while since I got it. Let's see, we'll just pull out one more stack. Most of these I think are 82 cards. All sorts of 80 Fleer 2 Tops Donruss and Fleer. Let's see. Lots of Jim Clan, lots of Blue Jays here. Here's an Ernie Witt. Good looking beard there, scraggle. Let's see. Here's a Penguin, Ron Say in action. He used to sign TTM, I'm not sure he does anymore. Another great member of those Dodgers teams, Mr. Davey Lopes. Second baseman. The shortstop on that team, Bill Russell. And that infield along with Steve Garvey, man, they were together for what seemed like ever. Here's a Fernando in action. Or All-Star, excuse me. Fernando Mania was real, let me tell you. I was around to remember it. Here's Jerry Royce. He was the pitching coach for the Iowa Cubs and literally would walk around and try to give autographs away. He carried. They used to have a fan fest, and he'd walk around with his own box and sign autographs to give away. And now he's just. Last time I tried to send him something TTM and ask him a few questions about coaching at AAA, he wouldn't do it and returned everything. So, well, here we go. Here's a Tommy Lasorda. Keeping the manager theme, Mr. Dusty Baker. Let's see. Lots of Dusties. Here we go into a Giant, Mr. Vita Blue. Got to meet him when he was with the Royals. Once again, my friends. Another submarine pitcher, Mr. Kent Tekulve with the Pirates. Love those unis and hats. It's one of the greatest looks. Mr. Dale Murphy, underrated player. And then we have the Astros 81 pitching and batting leaders, Art Howe and Nolan Ryan, and a horribly miscut card. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope everything's going well. Sure having a good time here at the pub. Hope all is well, like I said. Weather's kind of all over the place. Mother Nature's a bit bipolar here in Iowa. We've had 60 degrees. We've had 8 degrees and snow. So we're kind of all over the place. So hope it's better where you are. And until next time, like the sign says, here at the Cardboard Pub, collect what you love what you collect. Cheers.